successful in it. So that also would exemplify the success of Japan in this time period, how powerful they were, and how willing and deserving they were of such massive and graceful pieces. Do we have any other words? Do you have any other observations just off first looks?
Okay, so what I find really striking as a student first glance is the use of gold from the clouds and the looking perspective. Do you think like to that, like do we know anything about why they did that?
Yes. So the gold leaf. This actually was painted with pigmented minerals on the gold leaf. So this is all basically just kind of really old paint, if you'll think about it basically. This was, from my understanding, a more of this symbolism of how great Japan saw themselves, was using such expensive and high luxury materials to make their pieces and to show show themselves as a society. The size of this piece, if you'll look around a little bit, isn't actually as great as some of the other pieces from Japan at the time, but this still in its detail is still showing of how great Japan saw themselves. On the middle-ish there, on the fourth panel from the left, you'll actually see a large temple, which was actually home to called the Hokoku Jinja. So that temple was mainly the main point of kind of like the mayor's office, if you will, of Eastern Kyoto. In this painting, it's in the early days of Eastern Kyoto. So this is more when it's first coming up as a city. There's very rich clientele that would live here, very wealthy people that see themselves as very highly, which once again explains the gold leaf and ancient minerals, things of that nature. In the finer details, which there are a lot, but in the finer details, you would be able to see that there's a lot of very elegant clothing going around, which is very typical of Japan at the time. They're built in a lot of trees and such, which is very indicative of how they were, very recently established and very recently come in. Move to the other side here. You will see some men kind of wading in the water. It's a little small to see down here, but they are wading in the water, which a lot of these places here are actually on sort of pillars, which are above water. Since they had the materials and the knowledge to do so. And other than that, is there any other observations we have? Yes.
Just a question, where has this been stored? Or I guess presented?
Stored or presented. If I don't have like an exact, pinpoint answer, but if I had to take a guess, it would be in the main temple in the middle, just to sort of stroke the ego of whoever had lived there at the time, so to say.